Hey folks, how's it going? So I was sent this video by Flerf on TikTok, and he seems to think that he's falsified the globe Earth and falsified curvature. So let's have a look at his video. It's only a short one, and we're going to break it down, have a look, and see if his claim has any merit. Right, so I've looked and seen where this was done from using Google Earth. And everything seems to be kosher for the 30.8 miles and from Fort Niagara. Now he's looking at the CN Tower there, and he's looking at obviously the bright thing there. That's the like the sports stadium they have, and that's what he's referring to in this. Okay, so you can see his claims. He claims that there's no curvature, that it should be like a whole bunch hidden there. Right, so he's made some claims there and given some locations and some measurements and some altitudes. So let's look it over and see if, one, using his exact claims, could this be possible on the spherical Earth? And then let's just double check and look over all of his measurements, his claims, and make sure that there's nothing dubious going on here. Alright, so using Walter Bisling's advanced Earth curve calculator, it set the refraction to about medium, because there was refraction in this, and it shows about 40 feet could actually be observed using all those numbers. Now I set the observer height for 12 feet. As is taken into account a 6-foot man standing 6 feet above the surface of the water, as that's what he claimed was his altitude in his video. So look at the image from the video. You can see how the Rogers Center is actually all wavy, and that's due to the refraction of the atmosphere across the lake. Just look at the video here. If you watch very closely, you can see it's all waving around, and you can see this distortion, and that's due to the atmosphere, the refraction in the atmosphere and the light wobbling around. So I lined up kind of how that sits in those buildings each side of Rogers Center. I put it into Google Earth and lined up the same, so I can go back and make sure I know where his observation is directly from. And so I get 29.48 miles, not much different than his 30.8, so we'll leave it at his 30.8 and go with that. Now the only thing I did notice when I went straight back there is that it seems the altitude of the land is a little different, but we'll get back to that in a second here. So running from where I went straight back or running up. Now the only thing is, I did notice there seems to be a big island here with a whole bunch of trees on it, called Center Island Pier. So I thought that's interesting, because it seems to be right in the middle, and if the guy was only on the beach at 6 foot, then all those trees and stuff would actually be in the way. So I lined this up. You see the two buildings each side of Rogers Center, so yeah, that seems to line up fine. Now here's the Center Pier Island, Center Island Pier. You can see all these trees and stuff. This is from a drone shot, and you see how it actually would be in the way. Now this is from that pier, and as you can see, you can barely see the CN Tower from much closer up. So those trees would actually be in the way. You see the pier is actually off the water by quite a bit. So something here seems quite dubious. I don't think this was taken from the beach. And when I look back to the location, it's actually 246 feet in elevation. So, and you can see as I'm moving up here, he was not at the water. Here's where you get into just the edge of the water at the beach. So I took that into account in a new calculation. So 252 feet, because that's the elevation land plus 6 foot observer height. So using standard atmospheric refraction and the new observer height, there's only 50 feet hidden now. So there you have it. Looking at his video a bit closer, I realized that this flat earther lied about his observer height. He wasn't 6 feet above, but he was over 200 feet in elevation plus a 6 foot observer. So now that actually works out perfectly well, even with standard atmospheric refraction, and you can actually see all that, and probably, easily, there's only about 50 feet being hidden by the curvature of the Earth, according to Walter Bisling's advanced Earth curve calculator. So this is another case of a flat earther using false measurements to try to push their indoctrination and their false narrative that the earth being flat. This is often a case I've found with flat earthers in which they do fake some of their numbers and make claims, because in that way, if you put it in the earth curve calculator, it will fit their ideology and the narrative that they're trying to push. But once you break down their videos and you look a little closer and use a little bit of deeper thinking and a bit analysis on their videos, then you can start seeing that there's holes and gaping holes, and you can get down to the truth. I've done this several times where flat earthers have claimed distances further than they are, or they've claimed that there's an island, there's something that's they've missed. They've claimed one altitude and missed the land it's sitting on, and not put the altitude for like a lighthouse. And they put the height of the lighthouse, but forget to put the land that's sitting on, and forget a few hundred feet of altitude of the land before you get into the altitude, the height of a lighthouse. And I've done this several times on my videos. So using Flat Earth's own videos and own evidence, I have falsified their claims and actually validated the globe Earth. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me for my videos. Check out my YouTube channel, which is Curious UK Debunks. I go live twice a week. Let's see if I'm going to go live tomorrow. It depends on how my voice is doing. As you can hear, I'm a little bit sick, but we will see how it goes. And where I just debunk and go over all the Flerf derp, and we have a bit of a laugh and try, kind of getting into my groove here. And if anybody wants to get on there and have a little chat and stuff like that, I'm more than welcome to have you on. Or if anybody thinks that they can come on there and want to show some flat Earth evidence, empirical, demonstrable evidence that can be verified, then I'm all up to watch and see. I'm always asking for flat Earth evidence. The only thing is that I will look over and scrutinize it very thoroughly, and I will do what I can to make sure that it is legit. And so far, every time flat earthers give me any kind of evidence, I've tend to falsified it and found holes and showed where flat earthers have lied. But that's just the name of the game now, isn't it? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me for more. Click the like button, click the subscribe, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to that, and I will see you again. Don't forget, the Earth is most definitely, empirically, and demonstrably a globe. Space is real, and satellites go around us, and we definitely don't live under a magical salad bowl on a dirt pizza. Thanks for watching, and see you again. Ah, yes, the good stuff. Always sweeten my coffee with the tears of Flerfs.